Today I'm going to take you on the start of a journey. This is my little travel watercolor journal. I'm going to open it up, get it started. I'm starting in a safe place, which is my own garden. Step outside of your comfort zone with me and start plein air painting. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Kristina Moyer and I'm an artist specializing in acrylic paints, but today I'm focusing on watercolor. Acrylics tend to dry so quickly outside and I like the idea of watercolor drying quickly. We'll see how it goes. I'm not really sure if it's going to be something good or what. Let's give it a go. The materials I'll use on plein air aren't any different than the ones I'd use in the studio, but I'll choose more travel-friendly items that are more compact or just safer for traveling, whatever that might be. I don't often bring glass jars, but because I'm in the backyard, I'm like, it's okay. It's just my backyard. Glass jars are nice though if you're in a windy zone. So I have used kind of plastic ones in the past, but actually glass jars might be okay, and I can wrap them up with my cloth.
Don't drink it.
So
No,
it's okay.
it's not for you drinking.
This spray
No,
bottle,
not for
ingenious because you can
Not for
reconstitute
you.
your paints as well as fill your glass
water's
jars.
inside.
So I like that. I also like having
for you.
a container with a lid for my water in case I have the dirty water that I can't dump anywhere nearby. So that's something to consider as well. Got different paints, pans over tubes if you're doing watercolor, in my opinion. Then we are going to select our subject matter. What are we going to paint? Well, I've got lots of flowers and plants in my backyard that I love, so it's time to explore a little bit. So unless you have something that's obvious, that's the centerpiece, that's the main attraction, like a sunrise or sunset, and you're like, yes, this is obviously what I want to paint where I am. If that's not very obvious, then you need to do some exploring, look around and look at the colors. Is there something interesting? Are there contrasting visual elements that will make for an interesting something to paint? Or you want to challenge yourself. It just depends where you're at on your own artistic journey. But have fun with it as you go along, looking around, exploring. Take a moment to smell the roses if you have any. The textures could be really interesting depending on what material you're using, so keep that in mind too. What works well with the medium you're using? Now, because this is the very first page in my sketchbook, I'm filling out my little name and website type of thing. If I were to lose it and someone finds it, what I think is funny is there's this little reward section. Tell me in the comments if you've ever filled that out and what would actually get you to give somebody back their sketchbook. Like if I lost this and you found it, is there a reward that would make you bring this back, or would you just give it back to them? Like do you need a reward? I'm just curious about that. So I'm taping my edges, done that, and I'm going to prep my colors. So I'm mixing. What's nice about watercolors is you can reconstitute them, like I've already mentioned. So what I love is I'll just take color that's already there, unless it's muddy looking, and start, adding some water to it, and then start mixing colors and getting the different tones that I'm going to be using in my painting session. And I can always add to that or, later on, but let's get some of them ready to go, so that you can already play with it and you already have your kind of colors set in place. And this is a fun thing to do that as an acrylic painter, I don't do that often because, your paint dries too quickly to prep all your colors that you're going to use in your paint set. Oh, that one fell out of the pen. But it's just magical. It's fun to do. And these are going to dry, but you just add some water to it and it reactivates it. So I love that. There's pretty much zero waste. And so that makes for traveling really nice. And that's my colors ready to go. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to just let you guys enjoy without my talking that I always do. I'm just going to let you guys enjoy the sound of the birds and the surroundings and have a little peaceful moment to enjoy this.
Well, thank you for joining me in today's plein air paint session outside. I know Charlie's enjoyed being out here, chilling on the lawn while I paint. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that little notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next time. Bye now.